Let's just finally get into this video. So as you guys can tell by the title of this video, we're talking about how to be happy single. So basically, I feel like if you're on social media or especially Twitter a lot, you will know that it seems like a lot of people have problems being alone and being by themselves. I'm not one of those people. I kind of conquered all of that like a few years back. But there's just this thing where I feel like our generation, well, even just our generation, I feel like it's natural for people to not want to be alone and not want to feel alone. People want that intimate companionship, but I feel like people are either too fast about it. So when they're too fast about it, they don't think about it, or people are just obsessed with the idea of having someone else. They don't even take the time out to love themselves. So today I'm going to give you guys 5 reasons. I think they're 5. I'm gonna give you guys 5 tips to be happy while single. So these are tips and things that you should be doing while you're single, while you're waiting for the right person, basically. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment. Let me know your thoughts. Do you agree? Do you disagree? All of that. Keep it respectful, or else I will clap back, sis. But my first tip is, okay, before I go into the tips, I just want to say that this is basically, everything I have to say is basically, I got it from a sermon that I watch online, and I know not a lot of people watch sermons, so it's basically just me taking what I learned from that sermon. I'm basically taking what I learned from that sermon and what I know myself and just putting it together in one video. Okay? Now let's get into the first tip. So the first thing is to realize that your single period is your me time. This is the one time that you have to yourself. You can take this time out to do anything that you want, literally anything. You can take it to travel. You don't even have to travel outside your country. You can travel within your country. In 2016, 2017, I think I went to most major cities in Canada, and I'm planning to do the same thing again this year. So you can travel, you can start a business, you can finish something that you already started, you can concentrate on an area of your life that you would like to fix up. There's so many things you can do, because once you get into a relationship with someone, especially once you get married, your time is split between you and that person. So you never technically have another time to be alone and to be by yourself and to accomplish. You can accomplish your goals with someone, but to have all the time in the world to do it by yourself, it's only when you're single. Once you get with someone, everything is split. Like, your time is split. You can't just up and leave. You have to tell the person, hey, I'm leaving, see if it's convenient for them, stuff like that. So understand that your me time is the time that you have to do anything you want without having to compromise, because you have no one to compromise for. So I would just say, start a new hobby, travel. If you wish to travel, this is the time. Work, save up some money, and just up and leave, because once you get married, once you have kids, you can't just up and leave. There's no doing that. So take this time out and do what you have to do what you want to do. This is the time to do whatever you like. Literally, there's no limits to what you can do in this single period. So that's the first tip. The second thing goes perfectly with the first thing. It's time for you to build your brand. So build something for yourself, whether it's a business. You don't have to, if you're not like business oriented, like you don't care about business, whatever it is, even if you don't want to build a brand, build a skill. Like, if there's something that can never go out of style, no matter, like, school can become old-fashioned, but the skills that you have don't. So even if it's something that, like, you want to learn how to code, you want to learn how to edit, you want to be a YouTuber, like, whatever it is, it's the time for you to build that thing. Like, however long you're single for, it doesn't matter. Just start something. Start a new hobby, start a new business, start a new job, elevate in your job. Do you sign up for promotions, or do you like request to get promoted and stuff like that? Work on your career, like, work on any thing you want to do, anything you've always hoped to do. There's some people I know that, you know, they always wanted to garden, and they start gardening. Like, it's not a means of income or anything, so if you're not into like starting a business or anything like that, that's fine, but just start a hobby that you've always wanted to do or you're curious about, and then go from there. This is the time for you to do that with no distractions, no nothing. You can give it your 100%. You can actually give it your all. So that's my second tip. My third tip, I also mentioned in the first thing, is to travel around the world. I cannot wait to start traveling again. I'm traveling within Canada this year, and then I think I'm gonna have like 2 outside the country trips this year. One to Mexico and the other to the Bahamas, because my friend is getting married. But aside from those 2, I'm pretty much in the country a lot. There's so many things to do in your country. I feel like a lot of people don't know, but there's so many things to do where you stay, especially if it doesn't even matter where you live. There's a girl if you live in Nigeria, there's a girl on Instagram, I don't remember her name and I don't follow her, I just came across a page that traveled to all 36 states in Nigeria and had so many nice things to say about all of them. So it doesn't matter where you are, take the time out to travel within your country, travel outside. Like, girl, when I get money, the places I'll be going outside the country, I wish someone would have a problem with it. And another thing, make plans for your future. You know, I don't know, that's going to be my second point, my next point, but only thing I'm going to say, travel. One thing that made me very curious or made me want to travel was, I don't know if you guys know the show Girl Meets World. It was on Disney Channel, and there was one episode where the teacher, who is also the father, said when you traveled you get to see how other people live, and that thing just always stuck with me forever, and that was what made me feel like, you know what, I'm going to get up and I'm going to travel. And I didn't let anything stop me, because even at that point in my life I didn't have a lot. There was a lot going on, but traveling made me feel like I was in control of my life, and it made me feel like my life was still moving, even though in reality I was kind of stuck. You know what I mean? So yeah, there's so much clarity in traveling. That's basically what I'm gonna say. My next thing is to take a risk, take a huge risk, take up a project at work or at school, or live in a different city. That's something I plan to do. I plan to do that next summer. I plan to live in a different country if things work out the way I hope they would. I plan to live in a different country from ending of April or mid-April to ending of August. This is gonna happen regardless of if I'm single or not, basically. But if you're single, I would highly recommend taking a risk. Live in a different city, live in a different country, if you have the means, of course. If you don't, and like I said, it doesn't have to be that. You could just take up a project at work or at your church or at your local community center. If you see that they need something, your church needs something, your church needs an usher, or needs like a youth leader, or needs something, just take up that responsibility. And great thing about working in the church is that God always rewards people who work in the church, and you know, whatever you steward over, God will bless it and will bless you. So do that, work in church. And then my last tip is to build your financial capacity. Gone are the days that women wait for men who have money. There's so much opportunities for women to make money, not just even in their careers, but in also online, like with YouTube. Like, women dominate YouTube, if we're being honest. So YouTube, cooking, cleaning, like whatever it is that you'd like to do, this is your time to do it and make money from it, and also build your financial capacity. Have your own money. Don't go into a relationship thinking, oh, he's just gonna take care of me, this, that, and third. No, go in with your own money. Have your own job, your own business. There's nothing like financial freedom, regardless of wherever you're from or whatever your culture is. There's nothing like financial freedom, and trust me, you want to be financially free in this day and age. Like in every day and age, like women should have been financially free, but I feel like it's really important because right now there's really no excuse for you not to have your own money. Like, what are you gonna say? That you didn't get employed because you're a woman, or you couldn't go to school because you're a woman, or you couldn't, like, there's so many things that you can do to make money. So I plan a lot of things. I plan to do a few things that I plan to do before I'm in a relationship when it comes to financial capacity is open my RSP, which is my retired savings account. Put some more money in my TFSA, to be honest. Have an emergency fund, have a travel fund. And yeah, those are the 4 things I really do want to accomplish before I get into a committed relationship. But you never know, right? Like, whenever God sends the person, that's when it's going to happen. But those are my hopes, those are my plans. And yeah, so those are my 5 tips, guys. Those are all the tips that I have for you guys. This video is really short, thank God. So those are all the tips I have for you guys. I hope you guys actually take them seriously. I hope you guys actually learn to do these things, because I think it's very damaging, especially for women, to continuously go into relationship after relationship after relationship and not ever take time to themselves and just be like, stop, let me do stuff for me before I'm looking to join myself to someone else. That's just my 2 cents. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.